Hello Johnnies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to my YouTube base again. I'm just going to make a good experimental video about my constructabilities and talk about my planning, just the observation, you guys, to make you think I'm not quitting. No cold turkey, guys. I'm not quitting cold turkey. I'm going to still keep making videos this time so that I can be able to make sure to mention what I can organize things. It's going to be something entertaining. You really literally want to see something that's going to be more unexpected. That's the reason why I'm getting very nervous when I'm making this video, is because I don't know how to manage what I cannot even admire. What can I ever suggest to do this? Because this video is important to me. I really want to make this video because, see, that's the reason that I really want to make a good suggestibility, is because I really want to make something that's going to be more common to understanding these factors, and it's not because I'm not denying to do these hobby, it's because I'm not willing to do it. That's the reason I'm not being able to concentrate, because I can't fully coordinate that plan for the day. But I mean, I could maybe go for a walk. Yeah, it's still daylight, so I might go for a walk soon. What's that? There we go. That's better. But yeah, guys, like, I want to make a video about. I want to give you a lesson. I want to give you five types of lesson that I'm going to give it to you during this video. Before we can get started, just make sure to leave a comment down below. Give me you in the sections what you guys think about my characteristics and what you think about my personal choices. If you got any questions, leave it as in the box. Don't ever leave it out of the box. Don't ever forget about the outsiders of the generation. Focus on the focus on the comment section. I always read it, and then I can give you a reply and give you feedback. But yeah, guys, I'm going to be getting to the floor soon after this video, so just let you know, guys, don't cope with me that. So I'll try to remember to cope with that. So I can be able to cope with the strategies that I want to talk about during this video time. It's just going to be good moments, not going to be in the bad moments. It's just going to be good moments. So hope you enjoy. So yeah, number one, I want to give you 5 lessons. So number one is you just need to learn to be more mature. So, but the real reason you need to be more mature is because you've got to try to admit on how you will be able to find selections through the customizations. You don't need to be afraid of what you can cause you to panic. You're not gonna get rid of worried if you're not gonna act like you're gonna become mature. So when you get older, when you reach your 30s or 40s, there's a chance that you might get rid of older. Because see, when you fully mature, your brain develops, your whole mindset increases because your intelligence doesn't get affected. All it does is it increases your mobility. It helps you to improve, to reduce the prostitution, because it helps you to get that energy, to get that going outside your mind. It helps you to understand. It helps you to understand how to be more slightly, more honest. It makes you more honest, it makes you more open-minded, it makes you feel more engaged, it makes you feel like yourself. It's good to have that mindset, it's good to have that goal that you want to achieve in, but inside out, you won't be able to get there until you have to act like your age. So when it comes to being mature, it means your brain fully develops before you get old. That means it's a sign that because you have to do a lot of activities you used to enjoy. You just need to find some pleasure. You've got to find some good choices to figure out what you want to coordinate from, and where can you get that from, and how can you get that set through the perspective. It's just the circumstances, like literally, like to be literal. It's just sometimes you have to just think about making good choices. Think about making good choices that will help you to make you feel more fully mature. And that's what you have to remember, is just don't overthink it. Don't be too negative. If you're not going to have any comments about that you know that um that knowledge well-being, you've got to keep that in mind, and that's why you have to be more fully mature. And number two, you just need to learn to be yourself. What I mean by learn to be yourself is because you have to learn to manage, you have to solve problem solve, with events doesn't come as good. Just got to think about something that doesn't come as a bad event, or coming to think about the terms of following, your own self, and just follow your voice. Don't ever forget about to listen to your thoughts, and just always try to remember to keep keep that locked in. You got to keep locking in, and then you could be able to try and so you could be able to try and don't wash out. You don't need to wash out. You don't need to wash it. Just remember being to take care of mind. Just don't be too theoretical. Just always remember to try be more compassionate that you love and what you like to do on YouTube. Don't be afraid what videos you make. Just always tell the people what they want, and they can know that they can acknowledge you for that, so they can feel appreciative. So that's why you have to keep making videos every single day. It's nothing wrong to have to make content every day. We're going to make something that's not going to be realistically interesting. It's a sign that you don't know how to explain it to the audience. So sometimes you've got to let the audience know what they want to give it to the public, because this is part of the description. You just need to just keep being part of the goal. Just always be associated with the business that you want to work for. Don't ever forget about for no reason why you want to work to do vlogs for YouTube. It's because you want to be an interesting storyteller. You want to be a personality giver. You want to be a more interesting critical guy, that you want to get the support that can give the feedback that they want. That's because you want to let the audience know that you're acting like yourself, you're being yourself, and that's where you have to be yourself. That's how you can get that from for the audience. So don't ever forget about that. And number three, you just need to learn to be quiet. Don't get me wrong, guys. You might think I was never quiet. When I was in this, I'm still young, but I'm 23. So even if I was never quiet, guys, that means I keep talking too much, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes when people like me who talks too much, a guy like me who talks too much just because I got autism, if I go out of autism, then my anxiety levels might decrease when I get older. So sometimes you got to remember is you just need to try learn to stop talking too much and try talk less, like a real life adult supposed to do. And what it means to you, you just need to just be no subscriptive. You don't have to be that completely, over the moon. You don't need to forget to lift up your mood. You don't need to always realize how to control the mood swings. You don't need to get really worried how talkative you get. It's just I'm on medication, so that helps. That's good. That's a good thing. But that's what you got to remember. You gotta be more pointing out to see how you will get to the top. But you don't need to worry if it's not going to make you feel that embarrassed. Then it's best to try to be quiet. If you can't be quiet, then sip it. Don't talk. Just sip your mouth, have a drink of water. That will calm your nerves down. And that's why that is the forgiving nature that you will ever guys receive. And that's why you're here to do the job. You're not here to welcome everyone. You're just here to welcome yourself. And that's why you gotta get that credibility going. And you don't need to worry if something makes you panic, and you don't need to get really worried. If something comes up to come out to be true to happen, ignore it. Just ignore it, but ignore the bad scenarios. Just always focus on your future goals, and don't be too, highly restrictive, because that's why you're always talking too much. Don't talk too much, because you get headaches, you get high energy levels, you won't be able to go to sleep, you get insomnia. So don't ever think that you could be able to stop talking. You won't. I'm not. It's not telling you to stop you from talking to me. I'm just telling you to try to learn how to try stop talking over people, stop interrupting people, because that's kind of immature. So that's why I'm trying to teach you guys learn how to be more mature. It's important because you want to improve to make your life a bit easier, so that you guys can understand. But yeah, to get to the bottom line, yeah, you have to be more quiet, because you don't want to talk too much, because you don't want to stop the neighbours. They say you're going to talk too much when you're making a video, or doing a live stream, or making a vlog, or making a personalisation request. Just don't do that. Just always try to ignore it, and always respect their privacy. Always give the people the time they need, and don't be too obvious about that segment. That's where you got to be more don't be reluctant too. Don't be reluctant on it, and just ignore the bad signs you don't want to receive from, and don't ever reply to it, and just don't let the background get over your nerves. Just leave it go as it does. Number 4, you need to be more let's say you need to learn to be more humble. What I mean by that, guys, what I'm trying to say about how to be humble is that you have to remain calm when you're humble. So when you're humble to people, that means you're giving them the credibility they need, how you show them that you're calm, show them who you are, show them who your personality is. It's a bottom line, it's coming from you. And that's why you got to believe in your heart. You got to believe that you got a heart. You got to believe that you got a good mindset. You got a good rules. You got a good life ahead of you. You got a challenging way to get rid of the bad inputs. You don't need to worry if that's not going to happen. Then you don't need to always make interferences how to stop making a way against of that subject. Then don't avoid that discussion. Just always tell the people that the truth. Know the people when you know that, so they know what you're going through, so they know what you're doing, so they know how to challenge it's your thoughts. Always challenge your thoughts, then you will get there. Trust me, it takes a lot of strategies. And number 5, you have to be more reasonable, right? So when it comes to being reasonable, I'm not saying you have to be overly reasonable about the reasons. It's just because you have to learn to acknowledge your reasons. That means you're trying to be reasonable. What decisions you make for your judgment call is you have to try be judging your decisions making depending on the following common reasons you do it, because you need to learn to try and give it a gratitude and learn to graduate that process. So it makes sense. It makes sense. You don't have to worry if it's not going to make sense of what you're going to do next, and you don't need to worry about the future. So that's what you've got to remember, is because you have to realize that you need to be more self engaged, as in good complementations, and don't ever follow the bad negativity, because it can drown out your energy. You don't want to be drowned. You don't want to get really completely over the zoom. You don't want to get under the edge. You don't want that to happen to you. Be your own person. That's best you can ever give it to you. Best to be perspective, best to persevere in that subject. So just don't have to want to overcome that challenge. You don't end up getting anxious about something that you don't want to know. And that's where you got to move on. You got to live your life, have a happier day, and just don't interfere with how your mindset doesn't play tricks on your goals. Just always accept the facts, how to get the change in the script, and just don't make the mind to overthink about other things. Just always try and move on, and don't ever think about that nothing's going about to happen, because you don't know how to react to something that's not going to be maintenance. It's just depending on the mistakes of your genetics. So it's not just because of your code, it's because of your mind strategy. So you want to focus on it. And that's where you've got to learn how to be more adaptive. You've got to be more self-adaptive. You've got to learn to be more self-control. You've got to learn to try to be more centralized. So you can be able to do the functioning in time. And that's part of your life. And that is the script. And that is a bottom line you can ever get to expect it from this past experience. This will be part history. Hope you enjoy watching this video. If you've got comments down below on how to be more fully mature, give me your comments down below. Give me your suggestions, because this channel is going to go to MrJunnerChickens channel, and I'm not going to post it on my adaptive player because I'm getting bored posting these videos on my adaptive player. So I'm going to try and make up my new future plans for that. I'll let you guys know when that's going to happen. If you've got questions, let me know. Alright guys, thanks for watching. It would be nice to see you to come to my MrJunnerChickens channel once again. You can comment on my videos and say, wow, your videos are very impressive. You always motivate me to make videos, because I love your content and I'm here to try support you. That's what you have to say. Alright? That's me guys. If you've got questions, it would be nice, and let me know what you guys know and give me your opinion, so that you will be able to check out my futuristic videos. You can check out my Avengers vlogs, you can check out my live stream. Please check out, if you've got any questions about my other videos, just give me your opinions and what you give you guys some feedback, and give me some possible knowledge you can tell me. Yeah, just let me know. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this helps.